You can play your favorite PC games on your Quest 2. Games like Need for Speed, Sims 4, Witcher 3, Cyberpunk, Fallout 4, and over 250 more popular PC games can be played on this giant immersive 3D screen or in a true VR mode on Quest 2. And all of this thanks to this little 3D driver called VorpX.
Whether or not you have heard about VorpX before, it's just a really cool 3D driver that allows you to play a lot of flat screen games in the VR mode. I will show you quickly how to use VorpX to run games in VR. I want to thank Ralf from VorpX for giving me access to this cool little app, and also Paradise Decay for introducing me to VorpX. I'm really thankful to these people. Check out Paradise Decay's videos. He has a really cool YouTube channel. Go to vorpx.com, go to Get VorpX and buy it from here. All things considered, I think that it's not too high of a price because there are some VR games that cost that much. There are some flat screen games that cost that much or even more. I would think of it as an investment for you to be able to play over 250 games in this VR mode. It unlocks so many possibilities. So I think it's a pretty cool little piece of software that you can install on your computer and just try your favorite games in a completely new light. After you've installed and activated VorpX, you will see this window after you run it. And here's all the information you will have basically in this general section. The most important thing to do here is to select the right device for the game that you're going to play. If you're going to use Index 5 Pimax, so basically the headsets that are using Steam VR, you're going to choose this option. If you're using Rift S, or Quest, then you're going to choose Oculus option. There are also some other options like OpenXR for Windows Mixed Reality. When you start for the first time, you'll need to click this check mark that will use alternative hooking method that will make sure that the game is force hooked to the VR mode. Another important thing to remember is that to open VorpX in-game menu, you will need to hit the key Delete Del on your keyboard will open the VorpX menu on top of your game screen. You're going to be using this one. And now let's go to local profiles. So local profiles are the settings that are used for specific games. So there are lots of games that are supported by VorpX, but each game has some preferred settings that would optimize the game most for the VR mode. For example, Journey. If you play Journey, it's a beautiful game and it runs wonderfully in the cinema mode, but it doesn't really work for the true VR mode. Another tip for you, if you want to try some other profiles, there are also cloud profiles. And cloud profiles are their settings that were created by other users and shared on the cloud. For example, in the local profile, if I type in Need for Speed, the only ones that I have are Most Wanted, Rivals, and Shift 2. But if I go to cloud profile and I type in Need for Speed, look how many are showing up right here. 2016, Heat, Hot Pursuit, Most Wanted, so many different profiles for the games that aren't even located in the local profiles. So for example, if we do want to play Journey, then I'm going to type in Journey and this local profile has already been created and it is in my VorpX configuration. After I select it, I simply will click Apply. After you have applied this profile, you need to run the game. I have the game Journey on my Steam account. I can hit play, but before we do that, of course, we need to make sure that our Quest 2 is connected to your gaming computer. If you are not sure how to use the link cable and connect your Quest 2 to your computer, then you can check out my video explaining how to do that. But assuming that you already know how to do that, here I have my Quest connected to my PC and I'm going to make sure that my Oculus link has started. And because everything has already been set up, this Oculus menu will show up right here. We will run Steam VR. Here we are in Steam VR, everything has loaded, and the next thing that we will do is run Journey here on my computer. The window that you will see is a warning. The performance may not be acceptable. That's fine. We are just going to click OK. And the game is running not just on the computer screen, but also in VR. And I'm going to show you this real quick. When I hit Del, here, this is the menu of VorpX. And this mode is called Immersive Screen Mode. And Immersive Screen Mode is a 3D screen that you can see of the game that works perfectly for platformers. We can also switch this to cinema mode. Cinema mode is really fun because you can see this actual environment in front of you, and even your whole body and the gamepad, so that you're playing right here in front of this gigantic screen. To answer your question that you probably have right now, no, you cannot use your Quest 2 controllers. You will need to use the keyboard and the mouse or your PlayStation or Xbox gamepad if it's connected to your PC. It doesn't feel like a flat screen. It actually feels like a 3D thing that you can touch, that gets closer to you. It's absolutely amazing. Literally any game supported by VorpX, you will be able to experience this amazing 3D effect. We are controlling this character in true 3D. Absolutely mind-blowing. A really, really beautiful experience. Any game you try, even if it's not true VR, it is going to be mind-blowing because you'll be able to see the true depth of any 3D game. Full VR mode creates this illusion that the game is in VR. Like, I can turn my head and everything turns with it. Like, it's a VR, like I'm this invisible spectator. But this person, you know, this game is not in the first person view, and that's why I cannot. But in the games that do run from the first person, this mode works wonders.
I've always dreamt of having the VR version of Sims 4, and I actually got to try it using VorpX in VR on my Quest 2, and I made a video about it, so go ahead and check it out. It's absolutely mind-blowing. Thanks for watching, see you next time!